Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 of £2 coins we're going to be looking through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally new ones for the book. It's just two different commemoratives we need to get, plus an error, because I always leave a gap for it. We need the Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, the rarest coin we still have to get. Olympic Beijing handover still evades us, and of course the Navy centenary with the flag error, but it's just an interesting error version of this one, so if we do finish the book other than that coin, the book will be complete. Last two on the last page there. Let's get into the bag now, see what we get today. Okay then, into bag number one. What have we got? So, that's Technologies, the standard definitive design used on £2 coins up until 2015. Some are lower minted years than other, but they're not desirable enough coins that I keep my eyes peeled for specific years. We've got a commemorative to start us off with. We've got Charles Dickens, my mind blanked for a moment there. We do have our Charles versus Charles counter, Charles Darwin versus Charles Dickens. It's just we keep track of some of the coins just out of interest to see how many we find over the course of filling a book. Some common ones, some rarer ones. It's just nice to see at the end of the video, at the end of one of these books, how many of certain coins we found during the hunt to complete the book. And every now and again I will change up some of the coins on those counters, so I guess with just the two different commemoratives to go, suggestions in the comments for coins you'd like to see with counters for the next book, as and when we get up to it. I mean, we could be doing this for a few months to try to find those last two coins, but we'll the finds it into being. Right, DNA double helix is a very pretty design, but it is a very common coin. Oh, that's very nice. Magna Carta. So with Magna Carta we're going to zoom in, because on these coins, as it's such a detailed design, I think it's John Bergdale, isn't it? It's a bad example of this one because it's the details seem all crisp, but you'll often find little bumps and lumps of metal where they shouldn't be, either in the king's crown, in the scrolls that he's holding. I don't know what he's holding there. It looks like a scroll. It might be like a breakfast wrap, or anyway, or around the legs of the chair. Sometimes there's little blobs of metal that shouldn't be there, but that looks like quite a nice condition one. It's 2015 dated though, so we will check the portrait. This is the portrait. It should be on the circulating version of this coin. The ones that didn't go into circulation, because 2015 was the year we started using that new portrait of the Queen on coins. The ones in the sets have Ian Rank Broadley's fourth portrait, so worth double checking just in case you come across one that for some reason has been spent after having been removed from a collector's set. The Navy Centenary, for example, it's obviously the same year, but some of those Ian Rank Broadley fourth portrait versions did get put into circulation, not in massive numbers. They just put some into the till on board the HMS Belfast Museum. So not an awful lot. It was either 100 or it was 1,000, but not massively circulated. We have Brunel's Achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station. One of the two Brunel £2 coins that you can come across. Both are fairly common though. Unlike those IRB NIFC versions of coins. But we'll see if we manage to tick off anything more exciting as we continue on. Obviously with especially that Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games still to go, it might take a long time to find that coin. The Beijing handover is more likely, but that's still a very rare coin. What I would really love though is to find that Brunel's achievements again. I'd really love to find that Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games first, because if we tick off the rarest coin, it feels much more achievable to tick off something that's slightly more common. Otherwise it feels like when you're just stuck on a Kew Gardens, it feels like you'll never find that. Right, we have got one of the Shakespeares. This is the rarest of the three Shakespeare's comedies. As it was minted in 2016 though, we'll check the edge inscription. All the World's a Stage is the correct edge inscription for that coin. So we will just carry on looking for other commemoratives. Of course, at the end of the video, because I don't check for all the errors whilst we are hunting through the bag, but at the end of the video I will just whiz through all of the commemoratives and definitives to see if we've missed any exciting errors, because every now and again, as you've seen in my recent video going through all of the exciting error coins that I found recently, we do come across them from time to time, so I think they're definitely worth looking for, especially on coins where errors haven't been found already, because you never know. You could find a new edge inscription that hasn't been spotted before, or a commemorative coin that has got a rotation error like these two coins. It's only since I started making my videos that I have seen versions of these with rotation errors that subscribers have kindly shown me. So this is the VE Day anniversary. That's got no rotation error on, unfortunately. And then the Rugby World Cup has fairly recently been spotted with a rotation error. That one doesn't have it. And that's why for the longest time I've been checking all of my £2 coins for those kinds of errors, the rotation errors, edge inscription errors, because you never know. Just think like those Benjamin Bunny rotation errors. How many Benjamin Bunny rotation errors have I potentially put back into circulation because I didn't know there was something worth looking for? Well, not that I didn't know it wasn't worth looking for, I just didn't know it existed for the longest time. So yes, I've got to be eagle-eyed and try and spot those exciting errors, because again, how cool would it be to be the first person to find a specific error, or a new error that hasn't been sort of widely publicised yet. Oh, hang on. Something's not right here. How many £2 we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I've been stitched up. Unless this is a Kew Gardens, because it looks like a 50p. If that's a Kew Gardens 50p, holy Toledo, what a find that would be. Is it though? Oh no. Not even close. Deary dear. Stitched up. Anyway, we'll do an edge hunt whilst we've got these coins up. So we're reading what it says on the edge of the coin, because it's unique to the design. Standing on the shoulders of giants is the standard definitive design. I thought I saw something there, but no. I think there might be a whole lot of nothing in this bag. Yeah, a whole load of nothing and a bit of a loss on that 50p, but oh well. It's just 50p. Oh, it's £1.50 even. Just £1.50 we're missing. Anyway, maybe that we'll get to bounce back some luck. Let's see if we can spot anything here. Oh yeah, here we go. Origin. Origin will be Charles Darwin on the Origin of Species. Very nice, nice quality one as well, to be fair. Hang on a bit. Just noticed the Queen's looking a bit high up in the air there. Or am I just holding it at the wrong angle? The Queen should be looking like that. Is it a slight error? A slight rotation error, or am I just twisting it in my hand wrong? Let's try once more. I think that is slightly off, because I think that's what it's ever so slightly. It's the tiniest little twist. Interesting. Potentially. I did think this one looks a bit weird. Oh, there we go. That's because it's a fake. The reverse is pretty convincing, actually. The colours are a little bit off, but that obverse is quite clearly a fake. So that's how I spotted that as a fake coin, because the edge inscription just didn't look right. It's got the edge inscription, but the letters don't look quite right, and the milling doesn't look pronounced enough. And that is because it is an awful fake, which I do keep. Right, we're going to spot anything else? What about this one? We're just trying to see things now. I think that one's fine. Anyway. I need another Charles Darwin to compare. Unfortunately, it's not a coin we tend to find multiples of in a hunt. I might be able to scratch around and find another one. Oh, there we go. Lord Kitchener. Now this could be a very exciting error. the mule error, where they've paired the wrong reverse and obverse dies. So if we turn it over, look at the head side, the obverse, it should say £2 at the bottom, which this one does. If you find a Lord Kitchener that doesn't say £2 at the bottom on the head side, that is the mule error. A very rare, valuable and exciting coin to find. It's one of those things that it's so unlikely to turn up. Is it even worth looking for? I think so, of course, because if you don't look for it and you throw one back into circulation, how gutting would that be? Okay, Army Centenary, no rotation error. For King and Country, correct edge inscription. And there we've got another VE Day Anniversary, no rotation error. And Brunel's Portrait. God, we've been loads from this bag. Imagine if we'd done an edge hunt on that bag. Right. Moving on. Let's see if we can find anything else. The fake coins normally come in pairs. I don't know why. I don't tend to just find one fake £2 coin. I tend to find two. At least that's how I think it is. That's what I think the case is, but that might just be my brain making stuff up. Nothing there. Whoops. I'm quite impressed that I spotted that fake from the edge inscription. If it was just reverse up, I probably would have flicked straight past it. Of course, when I go to check for all the rotation errors, double dies, those kind of things at the end of the video, I would have noticed having turned it round. Abolition, Act of Union. Those allegedly have rotation errors out and about. You can understand why. It's a hard coin to see what's the top and bottom. Another VE Day Anniversary with no rotation error. And we shall, try and carry on. I'm quite excited to try and dig out another Charles Darwin to see if that is a rotation error. It's the slightest one ever if that is the case. Guy Fawkes Gunpowder Plot there. And a Charles Dickens. We have one of those already, yeah. It's our first find. But it's nice to get a variety of different finds. Even if we haven't found a new one for the book. I don't even know how long it's been since we put a new coin in the book. I couldn't even tell you what the last one I put in the book was. It was so long ago. Or at least it feels so long ago. Right, penultimate bag. Let's have a look. Whoops. Another VE Day Anniversary with no rotation error. A whole lot of nothing else. Which brings us to the last bag for today's hunt. Now, as usual, there are links down in the description of this video if you'd like to come and join my coin collecting Discord server. Myself and other coin collectors are there. There are also links to my other social media channels, the PO box address if you'd like to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. I'm just going to whiz through all these coins now, see if we've missed any exciting errors. Okay, so I didn't find any exciting errors, but I did find another Charles Darwin. So we take this, £2 at the bottom. We can see the Queen is certainly looking to the right there. Yes, we're all in agreement there. We take the one we found earlier. Again, hold it in exactly the same orientation. The Queen is looking ever so slightly up. It is the tiniest of rotation error. Ooh, just trying to get these to line up perfectly so we can slip them around and you can see the difference in the portraits. It is so small of an error, it's quite tricky to spot, and it could easily be missed, but will that add much value? Probably not. It's ever so slight, but it is quite cool. So there we go. Honorary mention in terms of star finds for my teeny tiny Darwin rotation error and Magna Carta, which is always a nice coin to find. Let me know what you think about that. Is that a real rotation error, or is it too slight to really be considered? Is it within the sort of the margins of error expected of a circulated coin potentially? But if that one's out there, surely there's more like that, the same sort of slight rotation error. Anyway, enough talking about that. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.